The life of abundance and the life of generosity is a way of God that is revealed to us in Scripture, and it is a life that is carried out by so many in our congregation and in the community with which we serve. In the stewardship season, as we ponder our journey to generosity, we have invited members of our congregation to share their own stewardship witness. And this week we have a delightful twist on that by having Marybeth Mackenzie of St. Peter's and Patty Meyer, who is not a member of St. Peter's but is a dedicated volunteer with our community supper program, to both come and share their witness of generosity. Patty and Marybeth.
Good morning, Father Dirk. Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone here, members of St. Peter's. When Marybeth asked me if I would stand with her and speak about generosity, I immediately thought of one of my favorite children's books that I used to read to my 4 kids when they were young, titled, "How Many Trucks Can a Tow Truck Tow?" Anybody know that one? You do? Oh, good. All right. Well, I love this story for many reasons. The artwork is colorful and whimsical, and the cadence and rhyme is engaging, but what I love most is the message it conveys. This is the book, How Many Trucks Can a Tow Truck Tow? It's a message of giving, kindness, and hope presented through the actions of a very generous tow truck who winds up towing not 1 tow truck, not 2 tow trucks, but 3 tow trucks all in a row. This little tow truck could have stopped after towing the first tow truck, whose front tire is very, very flat. It sits on the road like a big squished hat. He could have stopped after towing the second tow truck, whose engine won't start and she's down on her luck. I'll just have to tow 2 tows with my truck. But then he happens on a third broken down tow truck. His gas is low, his wheels are stuck. I'll just have to tow 3 tows with my truck. Well, the tow truck knew it wasn't going to be easy. He actually has to give himself a pep talk along the way to make sure that he can accomplish his mission, which he does accomplish. Then, at the end of the book, the tow truck poses the question, how many trucks can a tow truck tow if a tow truck tows tow trucks? Well, it kind of gets me thinking about people. How many people could use a tow on the road in life? Some help along the journey? Well, all of us, right? We can do that. We can be the tow truck coming to the aid of others through our kind and generous actions that speak of the love and hope that Jesus has for us. It may not be easy, but it is worthwhile and possible, just like the tow truck's journey. My first introduction to the St. Peter's Community Outreach Meals was many years ago when Nancy and John Mackenzie were the tow truck drivers, so to speak, and organized weekly meals for needy people. Wow, I was in awe of their mindset and determination, of their feeling the need and just taking action to provide a solution, much like the tow truck in our story. The need for the community meals at the time, and still is today, is to provide a nutritious meal, a place of fellowship, and a message of hope. Their generosity was in response to a great cause. I remember so many years ago having hesitations about having the Millstone Township Boy Scouts join the endeavor of providing a meal. Could we do it? Could we do it successfully? Doubt can be a real problem, but then, when I witnessed God's love through the generous actions of all the people involved in the kitchen, which continues to this day, I couldn't help but feel the call. It was infectious. It made me want to give as well, to join our resources with yours and help make a difference. Over the years, I have loved how the Community Suppers program is generous in providing opportunities that allow for people of different faiths and groups to unite as one as meals are prepared and served, as we strive to bring the universal message of hope to all. And that's not all. There's a byproduct. The people who attend the meals are generous in their thanksgiving for the food they receive. It's a two-way street. Hope and warmth is shared and felt inside all of our hearts in the giving and receiving. God blesses us with transformation as we strive to transform the lives of others. Mother Teresa once said, "Good works are links that form a chain of love." Good works are links that form a chain of love. May we be encouraged to do the good works that form that chain of love, much like the links of chain that connected one tow truck to another tow truck when they needed help. May God bless our actions to be generous. With God's help, we can make the impossible possible. So I pose the question, how many trucks can a tow truck tow if a tow truck tows tow trucks? Well, let's find out. Thank you.
She's a hard act to follow. Through the community supper ministry, I'm continually inspired and amazed by the generosity within the church and beyond. I think as I look around the room, I can say just about everybody in this room has contributed at one point in time or the other over the years that I've been involved. And sure, there's been times where I've grown a little weary and think, maybe it's time to step away. But inevitably, God provides by bringing me a Patty, all of you responding to an email 2 days before the supper with a request for volunteers and food. I've learned greatly to, in faith, to just let go, and God will be there in the form of all of you. There's a song by Matthew West called "My Own Little World," and he writes that my own little world is not just about me. There's a bigger picture. I need those tissues, Gail, right? A greater purpose, and through our generosity, we serve that greater purpose by building community and faith. So thank you all.